Hey, I'm back and I just want to do something again slightly different and feeling brave again. So here I am. I had a situation, this is basically going to be about kind of like bilingual dilemmas. I had a situation where I'm treating a little girl in Spanish through her insurance, and she gets English therapy, speech therapy in English at school, which is fine. Her parents only speak Spanish. So at school, they're targeting, one of the things they're doing is targeting initial B, let's say just for this activity, initial B in consonant, vowel, consonant, or consonant, vowel words. And the speech pathologist made a really nice memory game of colored pictures, two of each, obviously, of words with initial B in English: bed, ball, bath. I don't know the other ones. And he or she sent them home and wanted mom to, so that the girl could work on them at home with mom and do that carryover, which is super important. Carryover of what we do in therapy is super important at home because, especially for the little ones, parents are always with them. But mom said to me today, I want to do these with her, but I can't because they're in English. I don't know how to pronounce them. I don't know what to do. I want to help her, but I can't do these. So luckily I have given her, and I gave her more materials in Spanish for her to work on. Some of the stuff that I gave her does have initial B. My approach is slightly different than the one at school, but working on similar sounds, just mine's different syllable structures and patterns. But anyway, so I felt really bad. And I come across this a lot where parents that are Spanish speaking because of me. So it's not just Spanish that's out there. There's other bilingual kids that their parents speak different languages. So I just tend to work with Spanish because I speak both languages. But anyway, so a child is going to school, they're getting therapy. The carryover would be great at home, but they're getting English materials. I also had to help this mom with understanding the IEP that her daughter has, because it was all in English. Even just simple things like how many services, how many times does my child get speech? What are they working on? So as clinicians, what can we do to help our parents get the right materials so that they can read and understand, and then also, materials where they can actually, do them at home with their children. So here was my thought. If I didn't speak Spanish and let's say I just had this child that let's say right now I'm targeting initial B words in simple like CV, CVC, CVCB words. How about if I go to Teachers Pay Teachers? Something that I use a lot. I think a lot of people use it. What I did was, in the search, I put initial B words in Spanish speech therapy, and it came up with a bunch of stuff. So the first one I looked at, and it's just not going to work because the words are too complicated. The consonant vowel structures, it's too complicated. We need more simplified words for this particular child. And here we go. Since they are working on initial B in English in simple words like consonant, vowel, consonant, or like bed, or consonant, vowel, like baby, why can't I select the ones in Spanish? These are actually words that I am working on. Some of them I'm working on in my Spanish sessions with the little girl. I would not suggest that the English speaking speech pathologist practice these words with the little girl. However, what if she printed them and made a memory game and sent them home so that mom could practice them? So mom could practice initial B in the Spanish words, and SLP at school could practice initial B in the English words. Just a thought. and that way mom could do some carryover. They're still working on, not all phonemes are the same in English and Spanish, but this is B, she could still work on them, on the phoneme. Some people might not feel comfortable doing that, but it's the other option right now is that mom, if I wasn't treating her in Spanish, then mom wouldn't be able to practice with her at all. I think that's it pretty much. That we still also, the only other thing is that we have to be better, I feel like, as practitioners, in getting information to the parents in their native language if possible. Like for this child, the best thing would be for her to be working at school with a bilingual speech pathologist, but that just doesn't happen. Or even for me, I might be a bilingual speech pathologist, but if I have a child that's working, that parents speak German only or something like that, what do I do? Then I have to think outside the box and make sure that everything is ethical and everything, is therapeutic and everything. But like, I have to find a way to maybe get information on what we're working on, or just information on speech and language in general, or articulation delays, if that's what is going on with their child in the language that they speak and read. And for Spanish, there's a lot of resources.